Hey guys, Bart with Bicycle Rider YouTube, and you guys know I love gravel. I love gravel racing, I love gravel riding, I love the culture around gravel. I enjoy gravel, and I sell a lot of gravel bikes out of my shop. We're sitting here in Biloxi, Mississippi, Biloxi Bicycle Works, and I am a Marin dealer. Before I was a Marin dealer, I rode Marin. So it's one of those products that I definitely believe in. One of my favorite bikes, I remember rolling up onto one of the bicycle manufacturers shows, and I saw this Marin Gestalt X10, and I was like, wow, what is that? I'm going to have that bike someday. Well, now I ride that bike on a daily basis. I've retired it as a race bike, and it's my daily commuter now. But the Marin Gestalt X10, and I ended up buying an X11 for, well, ex-wife now, but for my wife Kathy at the time, and she loved that bike. It's still in the network. Actually, Carol that works here at the shop rides that bike now. So those are the bikes that really solidified me loving gravel. Now, I raced that bike in the Mississippi Gravel Cup in 2019. I had some good success with it. And of course, at that time, I think that bike was a little over $1,500. Well, I'm lining up with guys that have that in their front wheel. You know, so it's kind of nice being able to be in the top 10 of some of these big gravel races on a bike that was, you know, on the budget. And that bike still rides great. I've got a rack on the back of it now. I ride back and forth to the shop here on that bike almost every day. But now they've come out with the Marin DSX2. So the DSX series basically comes in a 1 and a 2, and it is a flat bar gravel bike. As you guys know, my roots is mountain bike racing. I'm a mountain biker. Yes, I do everything else, but mountain bike racing is where my heart is. So I still am trying to convert some of those guys into some gravel riders. And the DSX is kind of the mountain biker's gravel bike. And a lot of guys are used to that you know, flat bar. When you're a mountain bike rider, you're not so into the curved bars. And so this bike keeps things very familiar. It has the same frame as my Gestalt X10 did in the X11. So it's the same frame, same fork. And believe me, I have beat my fork the snot out of it. You know, I've hit potholes at 36 miles an hour in gravel races behind roadies that can't bunny hop you know, a pothole, and you know, I can't see around these guys. So believe me, I have put my fork to the test over the years. Even, you know, riding urban, you know, hitting curbs, hitting potholes. You know, that's what's great about a gravel bike. They're robust, they're tough. If you do that on a road bike, you're going to bend a rim, you're going to pop a tire. Having air volume is awesome. And on this bike, they have really spec'd it where you can, this is a Riddler 45 millimeter tire coming stock on this bike. Now, this bike can go up to a 50 millimeter tire, still have mud clearance. So this is one of those bikes, when we say gravel, this is also an awesome urban assault ride. Out of Biloxi, Mississippi, out of the bike shop here, we do a lot of urban assault, and that's because we live in an urban area. And some of the best riding we have outside of the shop lets you go over curbs, it lets you go over gravel parking lots, it gets you to the back bay around the shrimping boats where there's no cars. And if you just are having a regular road bike, you either have to be magical the way you ride it, or you're getting beat up, or you're beating up your equipment. But a gravel bike is awesome. I wanted to show you what the DSX is, because I have a lot of people now that gravel is getting more and more popular. A lot of mountain bikers want a flat bar gravel bike, and there is a difference between riding your mountain bike out on the gravel and riding something like this. One, you're not wearing out your gears and your chain on your expensive mountain bike. This thing has an awesome gear range if you do look down at it. And I'm not going to go through all the specs, but it's a 1x system. But we have a 50 to a 10. So that is a huge range. It's a 12-speed drivetrain that they put on here. You got a Shimano Deore derailleur with a clutch in it. But you have a 50-tooth climbing gear. That's friggin' incredible. And down to a 10, so you can get some speed. And in gravel and mixed surface, it seems like, you know, gear range is key. You know, mixed surface is just that. You don't know if you're going to be on pavement for a little bit. You don't know if you're going to be on chunky gravel. You don't know if you're going to be going up a hill that's a lot more, less DOT specific than the pavement. So having a wide gear range is awesome. And this bike is fast. This bike is fun. This bike is robust, and it's pretty light. Let me weigh it. If you do like our content here on the Bicycle Rider YouTube, you know, just hit like and subscribe. We do real reviews. Yeah, I do sell this bike, but I mean, I'm going to give you the straight scoop on this bike anyway. This bike coming in at 24 pounds. Of course, it's not as accurate as being on a bicycle stand, but I'm just here doing a review, so it gives you about what this bike's going to weigh. It does ride a lot lighter than 24 pounds. It brakes good. This bike has got awesome hydraulic brakes on it, and it's a cool color. You know, this brown is just pretty sweet. Marin makes a great product. I mean, you know, their roots are in the mountain bike world. Now that they've dove into the gravel world, you know, I think they're building a super high quality product. I love the way this frame's engineered. The rake and trail is about perfect on this bike. 2022, I'm going to be racing a Specialized Diverge, comp carbon, about a $5,000 bike. Marin makes a good bike, so I really, you know, riding my old X10, sometimes I miss that bike even with a new Diverge sitting there. So I am a Specialized fanboy, but right now you can't even buy a Diverge. This bike here is for sale in my bicycle shop here in August of 2021. Bikes are hard to find right now. And I'm not saying that so you guys try to call here and buy this bike tomorrow. I'm saying go to your local Marin dealer. They probably have a bike like this in stock or can find you one. Yes, it is hard to find some of these bikes, but it is possible. So if you're looking for a bike, don't look at those bikes that are impossible to find right now or you'll drive yourself crazy. The Marin DSX series of bikes is available. I can look at them, I can touch them, I can feel them, I can show them to you on YouTube, but definitely go to your local bike shop and see what you can do to get one of these in your hands, because they're pretty phenomenal for the price. So just know that this bike is real, it's fun, we're going to ride it around town, and we're going to keep filming this bike and give kind of some long-term reviews on it. So from Bicycle Rider YouTube, just know that I have a really good opinion of this bike. Buy one and enjoy it. Thank you.